Hi, I'm Michty Maxx and I'm here to share this get ready with me makeup tutorial for the makeup I wore to see the new Star Trek Beyond movie. I created this shimmery rainbow eye to match the international poster. I wanted to use all of the bright sparkly colors, but add in plenty of black to represent the vacuum of space for a very colorful yet dark and mysterious feel. For other movie-inspired makeup looks, check the card and description box. First, I primed my eyelids with Too Faced Shadow Insurance, not forgetting the lower lash line. Then I doused my brow bone in Sugarpill Taco with a large fluff brush for a light matte highlight. I took the Sedona Lace EB09 into the hole of Inglot No. 101R eyeshadow and dusted the transition shade through the crease. With that same brush, I dipped into Makeup Geek Stealth eyeshadow and fleshed out my socket shape, creating a swoop from the outer edge right up to the front of my eyebrow. I've really been enjoying this shape lately. I built up the pigmentation slowly, then went back to the matte white to blend down the crease, and I made sure the Inglot transition shade peeked out above the grey. Moving up to black, I have the Makeup Geek Corrupt eyeshadow on the tip of the Zoeva Luxe Petite Crease brush, and I'm gently coaxing that dark eyeshadow into my designed socket shape and winging out the tip. For a more precise and darker application, I pulled out the Sigma E47 Shader Crease brush, and I'm following the middle of that form I sketched out with the other shades. I flicked up the shape at the edge, not worrying about the lower line because I'll clean that up later. Back to Stealth on the Petite Crease brush to smooth out the top of the crease, and I added some Inglot Brown to the mix as well. As usual, I layer the shades back and forth until I have something that looks decently blended and in the shape I'm going for. I cleaned off the fallout on the lid space using a cotton bud and also by applying some more eye primer to wipe away the black shadow. I have some ever-jiggling NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Cottage Cheese, which I smeared over the inner third of my eye and I dabbed in with my finger. I grabbed another jumbo pencil, this one's in Milk, for the rest of the lid. I smoothed that cream out with a finger and carved out the lid space with a bit of a MAC 242 flat brush action, and getting both sides to match pretty well. I picked up Colourpop Super Shock Pressed Pigment in Glow Stick, and I applied it with a MAC 239 brush to the inner third of my lid in a round shape. Then I grabbed the Melt Cosmetics eyeshadow in Neon and applied it over most of that space to bring a warmer yellow tone to that colour. However, to keep the shine in there, I applied more glow stick over the top, also using the finger for maximum pigmentation. Next, here's the MAC Pigment in Vanilla, and I'm slathering that over my inner corner with a Sigma E30 pencil brush for a high shine glow, and blending that across into the yellow as well. I have these two Sugarpill pigments in Darling and Tipsy, and I'm mixing them together on the tip of a synthetic E30 pencil brush from Sigma to attempt to get the right turquoise green shade up in there, and applying that to the space left on the inner crook of my eye. To give that area a touch more shine and vibrance, I picked up Freak from the Electric palette and laid that over the top, along with a bit more vanilla pigment, buffing that area into the lid. And speaking of the lid, I'm adding a bit more neon shadow to the center and topping it with some glow stick to get ready for this new NYX Primal color in Hot Pink, which I took on the other side of that 239 brush and pressed on the center of the lid, overlapping the yellow, and together they merge into a beautiful coral shade. Now I have the limited edition Sugarpill pigment in Smitten, and I'm using that to add some shimmer to that pink area. I'm keeping with that shiny rainbow theme. Continuing that, I went back to the Electric palette and grabbed a touch of Jilted to dab on next to the bright pink. I got out my sticky finger and swiped on some more glow stick on the middle before going on to the outer corner and applying a little of Urban eyeshadow, making sure it blends well with Jilted and that the colorful outer wing joins up with the black crease shape. To really amp up the sparkle, I have eye candy sprinkles in Cotton Candy, which I'm sticking on with Too Faced glitter glue and pressing on a light layer to the outer third of my lid with my finger. I'm hitting up the pink area and fading the glitter out on either side. I grabbed some more glitter glue and applied it over the orange area so I could press on some eye candy sprinkles in Tangerine Twist, so the center of the lid could really shine too. I got rid of the fallout with a makeup wipe and sharpened up the outer edge of my eyeshadow for an angled up shape. I wanted to add a little bit more turquoise to that inner crook with Darling pigment on a pencil brush, and I tidied up that shape with my makeup wipe, the base shadow brush, and Inglot No. 101R eyeshadow on the large fluff brush as well. And this time I actually remembered to prime my lower lash line after using the makeup wipe. Of course, it's with Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I decided I needed a bit more glitter on the outer third and applied more cotton candy over some glitter glue, adding some urban and jilted eyeshadow. And then I moved on to eyeliner using Physicians Formula eyeliner pen for a thin wing, which I almost messed up, but I managed to quickly smudge the black mark with some purple eyeshadow and it looked fine. I kept it super fine along the lash line and followed the eyeshadow shape, keeping the wing low on the outer corner. I whipped out Makeup Geek Poison Gel Eyeliner and applied that to my lower lid with a pointed cotton tip, smudging it down really low with my finger and buffing out the edge with another bud. Next, it's Inglot number 77 Matte Gel Eyeliner's turn to be smeared along my tight line, and I'm wiggling that into the roots of my lashes as well as taking it onto the waterline. Before it sets, I'm buffing it into my lower lash line with the Makeup Geek pencil brush. I blended the black into the red gel liner by adding a bit more product and a deft touch. Up next is another melt eyeshadow called Radon, and I have that on the end of the Sigma E21 smudge brush for the inner third of my lower lash line. I'm following that up with Slow Burn from the Electric palette for the middle section, and I have NYX Primal Color in Hot Red for the outer edge, joining that up to the winged eyeliner. I started blending about with the Urban Decay blending brush and added some Inglot number 101R eyeshadow to buff it out further. I dipped back into Radon to brighten up the inner section, and I blended vanilla pigment across for a cohesive look. I have a shimmery red pigment called Asylum from Sugarpill, and I'm taking that on the same little smudge brush and I pressed some of that over the red shadows. I added more vanilla across to the middle to keep it bright and shimmery there. To get that lash line super dark, I grabbed more Corrupt on the Sigma E15 flat definer brush and worked that matte black into the lashes. I touched up the eyeliner to get rid of some of the eyeshadow that got on it and made sure the lower lid flowed smoothly into the wing. I buffed down the red with the large fluff brush and some peach eyeshadow from Inglot. Then I curled my eyelashes and applied a coat of L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara to my top lashes, along with plenty of MAC Giga Black Lash Mascara to my lower lashes. I chose some chunky, piecey false lashes called Kitty Queen that I just purchased from Lash XO, and I really enjoyed wearing them. They're just really awesome looking. I disguised the lash band and glue with my eyeliner pen. I went for Revlon Color Stay Brow Liner in Blonde to fill in the sparse areas of my eyebrows, mainly on the tail, and I went in with the Urban Decay Brow Box in Bathwater Blonde, then set my eyebrows with the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara in Blonde. Now I realized the lower lash line really needed some Colourpop Super Shock pigment in Erotic to get the right kind of shine, and I blended that into the black and tear duct highlight area. I moisturized my face with MAC Strobe Cream, and to enhance the underlying glow, I applied some NARS Illuminator in Copacabana through the center of my face, and also pretty much all over. Before my foundation, I need a costume change from my new Iron Maiden t-shirt to my turtleneck jumper to avoid getting makeup all over the collar when I put it on. And now I'm priming with the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer down the center of my face and adding a bit more illuminator to the high points again with my fingers. I pounced in a light layer of my usual Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum Foundation with a damp beauty blender and did my usual concealer routine. I powdered the center of my face with Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in diffused light. I went into the Jeffree Star Skin Frost in Ice Cold and applied that to my cheekbones and Cupid's bow with a touch down the nose. Then to warm that up, I also applied the Peach Goddess Skin Frost a little lower down along the cheekbones. I used Benefit Coralista as my blush to continue the warm shimmery look, pulling that up from the apples up to my hairline. I layered some more Peach Goddess over the top of the blush and popped out my new NYX HD blush in taupe to add a bit of definition at the back of the cheekbones. I started lining my lips and then realized I hadn't primed with MAC Prep and Prime Lip Base. I continued outlining my lips softly with NYX Slim Lip Liner in Blackberry and blended that line inwards with my finger. I just bought the OCC Lip Tar in Techno Pagan, which is in the ready-to-wear packaging, so I whacked on that deep bluish purple color to keep the darkness of the makeup a focus. A black shade would have been perfect for this look, but I really wanted to try my new lipstick. I went in with the black pencil just to push the lipstick up to the edge, plus darken up the perimeter. And apart from a hand spasm that was quickly cleaned up, I just removed the excess from the inside, sprayed my face with MAC Fix Plus, and it's time to go. This look was fun to wear because of all the crazy colors, but I also enjoyed the juxtaposition of the darkness framing the bright and glittery shades. From what I've seen of Star Trek, this makeup isn't really indicative of the franchise. However, it did match the colorful poster, and I haven't done a rainbow eye look for a long time, so I was happy to be inspired by that imagery there. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this mysterious space rainbow inspired makeup, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Also check out my band and podcast on iTunes. And if you want to send me a letter or something, I have my PO box in the description box.